Hey gang, welcome back to another video. Now because it's been raining half the week here in Los Angeles, I wasn't able to continue the build as planned. So in this quick video, I've decided to discuss my approach to 3D modeling, as well as my material choice for the Haunted Mansion door build. Particularly a filament that's designed with cosplay and prop makers in mind. But first, a bit of 3D modeling. Whenever I start actively 3D modeling, I like to think about the finished object as a collection of smaller shapes. This helps me to focus on the individual parts rather than the whole. So for this model, I broke it into a few different tasks. The main body, the eyes, the teeth, and then the remaining decorative molding parts. I also had to consider how I was going to print these parts. So to cut down on material cost and time, I added a channel on the back with a rounded edge, which should allow me to print the parts without any support material, and also gives me a way to mount them to the wall. And after 18 hours of printing, here's the piece. Now comes the hard part, sanding. It's the bane of every prop maker's existence. But thankfully, Polymaker has developed a new line of filament that's super durable, but more importantly, easier to sand, called CosPLA. And that's what this part is printed in. So I grabbed some 80, 120, and 150 grit sandpaper and got down to sanding. And I have to say, this is 100% as advertised. Typically, 80 grit paper will leave somewhat of an undesirable texture on your prints, but this seems to be unaffected by how aggressive that sandpaper is, and the finer grits just help to further smooth everything out. If you've been following the build, you may notice that this isn't the same color filament as the frame build. I chose the CosPLA for all of the detail pieces because I knew they would require the most sanding. The other parts were printed in Polymaker's Polyterra PLA. And rather than make you watch me sand this entire piece, I'm going to call this good. For now. Now there's still a ton of 3D printing to be done, but the upside is that it sounds like the rain is finally over. As always, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, but most importantly, go make something.